All right, Miss Cherie Antoinette, thank you for joining us. Where to begin? Because this film, The Porcelain Chef, is so funny. I don't know whether to go out of order or whatnot, but for those that don't know who you are, at least in the film side,
Yes.
who is Cherie Antoinette?
Well, Cherie Antoinette, that's my stage name, but it is definitely my alter ego. I am a new producer here in Atlanta. I just started a film production company with my husband, Willie Smith. But I have a long history of love for cinema, love for the theater. And I'm just finally stepping out on faith and embracing and turning my passions into an actual. And I was like, maybe I could do this for a living. So our company is Pathway Cinemas, and it's a newly developed LLC, but we have a array of films lined up for the audience. And Porcelain Chef is the first installment of that. And I wrote it, and I produced it, and I acted in it. So it's a very exciting time for my production company.
I know that you mentioned off air that you have a background in the stage play.
Yes. So I started in theater early in high school. I always loved it. My first movie was a Beanie Baby movie.
Huh.
It was, I was in 4th grade. Me and my cousins, we made this. And it starts over black, so it was like super creative for the 90s. You know, we just kind of like put our hand over the camera, and then we started the audio. And then when you remove your hand, you see a line of Beanie Babies. So it was the dogs versus the cats, and it was this massive Beanie Baby war.
So was it like a stereo that you would play off screen rather?
Yeah, so a lot of stuff was off screen.
Okay.
And, you know, you get that audio first, and then we introduced it. We start right in the heat of the action. But so that was my early dabble in film. But I had a big expansive theater experience, from lighting, you know, to actually acting. Went in Georgia. They have something called Governor's Honors. I competed against everybody in the state, and they take the top 1% of actors, and I won that in 10th grade. I was the first person from my high school, Stockbridge High School, to win in that. So
Sweet. Oh, so you're from Georgia?
I was born in Knoxville, but I have lived in Atlanta my whole life. Outskirts, Jonesboro, actually around here, Jonesboro, Georgia, and Stockbridge, Georgia, predominantly. So, yeah.
Good stuff. So, what I want to know, and to let the audiences know. So, how did you get introduced to Halo Union? Because Halo Union is the one that you wanted to show your vision for this film. So,
I absolutely knew that I wanted Halo Union to take control of this because of just the passion that I saw. We worked Ben and Nathan, DP and editor from Halo Union. We worked together on another set, which was really fun. It's called Girl Group. It's on Vimeo. Check it out. It's hilarious. It's kind of like an R&B group comes up, and they're trying to like, it's like Scooby-Doo meets R&B group. But Ben and Nathan were there, and they just had like a very quiet, like silent energy. But they are dedicated to getting the shot, and they're dedicated to getting your vision. So I told them then on set, I said, I'm gonna use you guys one day, and I always came back to them, and God, so lucky. I'm so grateful that I stuck to my guns and decided to come back, because my film would not be what it is if it hadn't been for going with Halo Union.
your film, The Porcelain Chef. What's the log line? What is it about?
So basically the log line is a successful restaurant owner, mysterious encounter the night of his engagement forces him to question his decision. And the tagline is, life isn't always as good as it tastes. Which, you know, you're like, how can life taste good? But, you know, we talk about the joys of life, and, you know, it really just, what that really means is everything on the surface isn't always how it seems. You know, when you start to dig a little deeper. So
like that Forrest Gump.
Life is like a box of chocolates, but it doesn't always taste good. You know, sometimes you never know what you're gonna get.
What inspired you to write this film?
Well, a lot of the inspiration was the last year for about 9 months. My husband and my whole clan lived with my aunt for a little while, and her fiance was a chef, and just kind of like, you know, I would actually, like, he would cook, but he would never eat his food. So I was like, do chefs not do that? Do they not eat their food? He kind of like always wanted to watch everybody else eat and, you know, make other people happy. So I was like, you know, my imagination, like when I meet people, I have a little healthy bit of paranoia. So my paranoia really just helped me to push my thought process over the edge and come up with this amazing concept.
You're making me think of Bobby's World right now.
What made you think of that?
Like when you say when you meet people,
Yeah.
and so you know, it's like imagination. Like, I wonder. It's like my imagination just run wild.
It's very Bobby's World. I just imagine me running in with my little Power Wheel. That's me.
Oh man. I was on set on this, and Ben and Nathan, they contacted me, and they were talking about the stunt and everything. In my opinion, being on set and just watching everything, I so love the feel, both the feel of the process of the film, as well as the cast and crew. Like, it was totally awesome being there.
Thank you. The vibe was amazing, and I think it's because what happened is, it was almost like the Avengers. Like, when I was assembling the crew, I was like, no, I want like the absolute best, you know, vibe. People who are really passionate, that can like bed their egos, come on set and just like collaborate. And I think that because, you know, everybody had the same goal and we were all focused on the same vision, the same mission, that's why it turned out so awesome. And, you know, you don't get too lucky, because there's usually like, and we did have stuff on set, obviously, but for the most part, you know, it was a beautiful process.
As far as what people didn't see behind the scenes, because there's so many things that goes into film and everything, what was the experience that you felt that may or may not be seen in the film?
Probably, well, when I wrote it, we originally, you know, I had 3 beautiful sets. I location scouted for like a good month before we actually committed to places, because I was like, I knew we had an elevator scene, and I know the struggles of filming in an elevator, because I know the struggles of just riding in one. I was like, we have to have quiet on the set in this elevator. So I had this anxiety, like a healthy anxiety of like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen with this elevator? And you know how you manifest things? I basically just brought this fear to life, and it ended up being, we rented an Airbnb. So, and I got permission to film and everything from the owner. I didn't know that she was leasing there. So that was, well, you know, a little testy. But we lost the elevator. So one scene was written for the elevator. And when we lost it, you know, it's just like, man, this is what's going to happen. Like, where are we going to pick this up? And it wasn't like we just lost it. It was like the neighbor lost it. He just like completely went on a tirade and like, this is my home, you guys can't do this. So we're like blacking out the lights, trying to get the set so we have the perfect lighting, because Ben is like super big on lighting. And long story short, we improvised, and just because it was like a slew of creatives, we got something a million times better. We got another setting, we moved it to the stairwell, and the stairs are this bright red orange, and it's just like, if you look in the film, there's like red like in every single set. So it just set this beautiful tone, this beautiful theme, and it also showed this struggle. I won't, without spoiling it, but that was one of the big BTS behind the scenes, and you know, just everything that can go wrong does go wrong. It's Murphy's Law.
Yeah. I read this Spike Lee book in his journal, and that's just like, yeah, that's true to life.
Yeah.
But as far as the film is going to be shown, where exactly, what is the event for this film?
So the event is the Hollow screening. It is Tuesday, 10:30. It's at the historic Midtown Art Cinema through the Landmark branch. And we have already sold out, so it's amazing. We have so much support. Atlanta's a great community to get support in. And we really want to get a crowd reaction because like we're starting film festival circuit like in 2 weeks. You know, we believe in the film so much. It is beautiful, and we really want to get a crowd reaction so we can tweak things before the festival. And we really believe that this Atlanta community can like really just like help us and give us a good feedback whether or not they like the film. And we're very excited about the Hollow screening. It's gonna be great. There's a red carpet. We have 2 awesome hosts, Angela Diaz and Nikki D. She's a radio personality here in Atlanta. And it's just, I think it's gonna be an amazing event because it's not just about the Porcelain Chef, it's about indie filmmakers. And we have 6 really great filmmakers there, and I'm excited to see the other projects, you know.
Man. So, and then you also mentioned about there's going to be, since it is in October, and it's going to be a Halloween costume contest and everything.
Yes, there's a Halloween costume contest. And, you know, myself, I am going for like an elevated, elegant costume. So I'm doing a play on The Wizard of Oz. And since I am the mastermind behind all this, I'm kind of going with the wizard. And so I'm going to have a theme. It's going to be a gown, but it's going to be very, you know, theme driven. So I hope everyone comes out in their best costumes, dressed to impress. We have a prize. We have a trophy for best dressed man, best dressed woman. We have a wonderful gift basket. And I think, you know, that will kind of help keep the audience in their seats because you never know who's going to win.
Right. Oh, man. I can't wait to see this. This is going to be, I'm already feeling the excitement radiating from you right now. So, yeah, definitely everybody needs to come out. This is Tuesday,
October 30th, 2018 at Midtown Art Cinema off Monroe Drive in Atlanta.
So again, thank you for having Halo Union bring to life your dream, your vision. I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm sure you will be too.
I am beyond excited, and like I said, I don't think that it would have been close. Like the twins, Halo Union, everyone, they just got me, and you know I'm a kind of a weird person to get, so I'm glad they kind of understood this craziness.
So, oh man, another satisfied customer, ladies and gentlemen. But thank you for coming. Thank you for doing this interview with us. Again, we'll see us at the premiere, and I can't wait. So.
Me either. Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
Oh, no problem.
Awesome.
Hey, don't forget to click that like button. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, subscribe, click the bell for the latest notifications on videos, and if you're trying to reach me on social media, just Google